Shine your light and let the whole world see.
Hello folks, and welcome to the Upward Halftime Devotional. Today we're going to be hearing from Ashley Ivester, who grew up as a preacher's kid, and she's going to share a little bit with us about what it means to see relationships restored by the love of Christ.
Hi, my name is Ashley, and I want to share with you a time that my husband and I recently walked through in which we experienced a break in a relationship with extended family. And during that time, we made some choices that caused a lot of heartache for us and for the extended family members. And there was a separation, and my husband and I were just really struggling with how to move forward, and we just lost hope that it was possible, and we thought the relationship was lost. And we ended up in a biblical counselor's office, and over an extended period of months we talked with him, and one of the first things we learned was that we had to stop looking at the outside and focusing on the other couple involved, but focus on us and really bring our hearts before God and just ask Him to change us and work on us, and He did. And it was a really painful process at times because God humbled us and brought us to repentance on some issues, and we really were just seeking to strive to figure out how we could obey Him. Over a course of many months, we ended up in the counselor's office with the other couple, and the meeting did not go as we had planned, and we left very discouraged, and again, just very hopeless, feeling like this is an impossible situation, that there was no way we would ever have a relationship with this other person, this other couple. Miraculously, though, God was not done. And just as He was working on our hearts, He was working on the other couple's heart. And we were back in the counselor's office again, and the second meeting we had was drastically different. We all had very humble hearts, very repentant hearts, and we really wanted to work at restoration. And since that meeting, it's been hard. It's really hard to figure out how do you go from nothing and broken relationships and trust that's been lost, and how do you communicate freely again? This has been a huge process, but God has brought us through it. And the miraculous thing is now, not only do we have a relationship with this other couple, and it's a good relationship, it's beyond what we could have ever hoped. And being with this couple now is just a reminder of how God has worked, and it is such a sweet gift to us. And I want to share this with you because I know so many of us go through life, and at one point or another we experience relationships that are lost or broken. And so many times we wonder how God can possibly fix it. Well, He can, because our God is a God of relationships, and He brings us to Himself, and He brings us to each other. I can't promise you that your story will have the same ending as mine, but I do know that if you live in a life that's submissive to God, if you trust Him, He will work in your life. And He does promise that for those of us that love Him, He works together good. And I want to give you that hope to keep persevering, seek after God, and let Him worry about the rest.
Don't forget, concessions are for sale in the atrium. Proceeds go to support Upward Basketball right here in Bethalto. So let's go back out there and play hard and play fair. Don't forget, basketball can change your afternoon, but Jesus changes our lives. Thanks.
Shine your light and let the whole world see. Shine your light and let the whole world see.